G'day, folks. Let's take a little trip together, shall we? No need for passports or packed bags just yet. We're going to do something a bit different today. Imagine we're floating, lifting gently off the ground. The world below starts to shrink just a little. We're rising slowly, smoothly, like a balloon let go by a happy child. The sounds of the city begin to fade, replaced by a gentle hum, a quiet whisper of the wind. We're climbing higher over the heart of Canada, over a place called Winnipeg. From up here, everything looks different. It looks peaceful. It looks like a beautiful sprawling map waiting for us to explore its secrets from the sky. As we continue our gentle ascent, the details of the ground below start to merge into a wonderful mosaic of color and shape. Individual cars become tiny specks of light, moving along dark ribbons that we know are roads. The houses, once distinct, now look like a collection of colorful blocks neatly arranged in rows. Now let your eyes drift downwards and focus on the shimmering ribbons of water that snake their way through the city. These are the rivers, the very lifelines of Winnipeg. The two main ones are the Red River and the Assiniboine River. From up here, they don't look like mighty currents. They look like gentle silver threads stitched into the fabric of the land. They twist and they turn with an ancient, unhurried grace. The sunlight catches their surfaces, making them sparkle like scattered diamonds. You can see how the entire city seems to be built around them, respecting their path and drawing life from their presence. They are the city's watery heart, pumping slowly and steadily. Let's guide our gentle craft towards a very special point in the landscape below. Look there, where the two silver ribbons, the Red and Assiniboine rivers, finally meet. This V-shaped piece of land is known as the Forks, and from up here its significance is crystal clear. It is the absolute heart of the city, the point from which everything else seems to radiate. For centuries this has been a meeting place, first for indigenous peoples, then for fur traders, and now for all Winnipeggers and visitors. From our aerial perch, we can see the convergence not just of two rivers, but of history, culture, and community. Now let's pull our gaze away from the rivers for a moment and look at the broader cityscape. What do you see? A beautiful, rich tapestry woven with threads of the deepest green. Winnipeg is a city blessed with an abundance of parks and open spaces, and from up here, they look like magnificent green jewels set against the urban grid. They are the city's lungs, breathing life and freshness into the air. Each park is a patch of tranquility, a place where nature is allowed to flourish. From our high vantage point, we can see these green spaces scattered all across the city. These parks are not just empty fields of grass. They are intricate designs of nature. We can see the dark, dense canopies of mature trees, their branches forming complex patterns that offer shade and shelter. Let's guide our journey westward, following the gentle curve of the Assiniboine River. Soon, a vast expanse of green comes into view, much larger and more intricate than the others. This, my friends, is Assiniboine Park, one of the true jewels in Winnipeg's crown. From up here, it looks like a magnificent estate, a masterpiece of landscape design. It's a world unto itself, a sprawling sanctuary of nature and culture. We can see the Great English Garden, its formal flower beds creating stunning patterns of vibrant color that look like a painter's palette from this height. The precision and beauty are honestly breathtaking, a perfect example of nature tamed into art. One particular structure stands out, a stunning modern building with a circular, spiraling roof that seems to unfurl like a leaf. Now, let's turn our gaze back towards the center, towards the cluster of tall structures that form the city's downtown skyline. From our tranquil position in the sky, the downtown core doesn't feel busy or chaotic. Instead, it looks like a collection of magnificent sculptures, reaching gracefully towards the heavens. The buildings of glass and stone stand side by side, a mix of modern towers and historic blocks. The sunlight glints off the countless windows, creating a dazzling display of reflected light. We can pick out some of the iconic shapes. There's the tall, slender form of 201 Portage, the city's tallest building. Its sleek, dark glass a striking contrast to the blue sky. Let's lower our altitude just a little to get a closer look at some of the specific structures that make Winnipeg so unique. Our eyes are immediately drawn to the bridges that span the rivers. Look at the Esplanade Riel, the the city's signature pedestrian bridge. Its striking white cables and soaring spire make it look like a majestic sailboat permanently docked at the forks. Nearby, another architectural wonder commands our attention. It's the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. From our aerial perspective, its design is simply extraordinary. It doesn't look like a building at all. It looks like a force of nature. Its curving, overlapping panes of glass are meant to evoke the wings of a dove, and from up here, you can really see it. Let's now drift away from the downtown core and glide over the vast residential areas that stretch out in every direction. From up here, the suburbs of Winnipeg look like a giant, comforting patchwork quilt. The streets form neat, geometric patterns, some in straight grids and others in winding, organic crescents. The roofs of the houses create a repeating texture of different shapes and colors: gray, brown, red, and blue. What's truly striking is the sheer amount of green woven into this suburban quilt. This is the urban forest that Winnipeg is famous for. From our vantage point, it looks as though the houses were built within a forest, not the other way around. Towering elm, oak, and ash trees line every street, their lush canopies forming a continuous green roof over the neighborhoods below. Our journey in the sky is now coming to a close. Let's begin our slow, gentle descent back towards the earth. As we get closer, the details that were once small and abstract begin to take on their true form. The patches of green resolve into individual trees, their leaves rustling in the breeze. The tiny specks of cars become recognizable vehicles, and the dots of people transform into individuals walking along the riverbanks. We are returning to the world below, but with a new perspective. We've seen Winnipeg from a viewpoint that few get to experience. We've seen its grand design, the way its rivers and parks create a natural harmony with its buildings and streets. This aerial journey has shown us a city that is calm, beautiful, and deeply connected to nature. It's a place that feels balanced and welcoming. The image of the winding rivers, the lush tree canopy, and the graceful skyline will stay with us long after our feet are back on the ground. So, as our journey ends, I extend a warm invitation to you. Imagine yourself here, not in the sky, but on the ground. Imagine feeling the grass of the parks beneath your feet, hearing the water lap against the riverbank. Winnipeg is a place to be explored slowly, to be savored. It's a city that invites you to relax, to breathe, and to connect. I hope this little trip has painted a picture for you, a picture of a beautiful, peaceful place in the heart of Canada, waiting to be discovered. Cheers to that.